Do you have any questions?
How do we handle the Q&A session?
That's important because it's always critical to have questions and answers at the end and to give your audience a chance to question you about what you've been talking about. Good ways of asking questions are, can you clarify that? Can you elaborate on something? Can you repeat that again? Can you give me an example? If you're not sure of the answer, a good tip is to say something like, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that. And while you're saying that, you can think quickly about what to say. If you don't know the answer, admit it. Say, I will find out and let you know. And make sure you do that. Take some contact details for the person who's asked the question and find out. Nobody in the world knows everything, and it's quite okay not to know something. Try to answer in a simple and straightforward way. Try and give a statement and then give evidence for it. And then at the end, check that they've understood. Is that clear? Have I answered your question? Any other questions?
Yes. So usually when somebody asks you about a question, you will find there are a lot of things to state or say. How can you control the time?
Control your own time. That is also a good question, because some lecturers, you ask them a question and they talk a great deal. Others get very nervous and only give a very short answer. You have to learn to control yourself. I'm going to talk about reading and writing, and in particular what is called SPSE. That is situation, describing something, problem, saying what the difficulty is, solution, suggesting an answer to it, and then evaluation, looking at whether the solution works well or not. Do you have any questions about that?
Yes. Can you give us some examples of evaluation?
Yes. You think very carefully about the solution that's proposed, and then, is it worthwhile? Does it work? Does it have disadvantages? Now, I'm going to talk about what to do when you read a very complex sentence. This is almost always in academic writing. The important thing is to find the main clause. Separate out the different parts of the sentence into what are called subordinate clauses. Ordinate clause is the main thing, subordinate means underneath. For example, I will read the sentence in the unit. Because the electroactive materials in flow batteries are stored separately, comma, that is a subordinate clause. The possibility that they will react violently with each other is almost completely eliminated, comma, making these devices much safer than conventional batteries. There are three main parts in this sentence. The main part is the possibility, subject, is eliminated, verb. Possibility is qualified, that they will react violently with each other. The first part of the sentence is a subordinate clause, because blah blah blah. The final part of this quite long sentence finishes with a participle, making these devices much safer than conventional batteries. Separate the three main parts of the sentence out. They're separated by commas, which is one reason that punctuation in English is important.